What's going on, guys? It's Brandon again, and today I'm bringing you a new War Thunder video of the Tempest Mk V with the two Vickers 47mm cannons. This comes at the request of Kaz Lars. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name. Now, the Mk V is such an interesting plane. It took me a couple days to kind of figure out the particular use for it, figure out how it fit my playstyle, and so on. Now, as you can imagine, a plane with two 47mm cannons will significantly decrease the maneuverability of a plane, which I then start running through a checklist, so I knew right away that it would not be a good dogfighter, of course. I then moved to bomber interception from mid to high altitudes. Now, it's good at taking down bombers, however, it's not the best climber in the world, so I ruled out bomber hunting at high altitudes. Now, the point-to-death ratio just wasn't pleasant while getting up there, you know. I'd get up to that altitude, start hunting for a bomber, and then I would just end up getting shot down because I'd get a fighter on me. So I did some research, and there is a quote by a 262 pilot who said, "At low to mid-altitudes, the Tempest is a 262's worst enemy." So, of course, I knew right away that this was only applying to the Tempest with the 20 mils. Instead of doing air-to-air, like one would be doing with the 262, I ended up doing air-to-ground, and let me tell you, I ended up finding religion with this plane. I don't recommend high-altitude fighting, and even ignore a plane at low altitudes if you can. For bomber hunting, don't go out looking for a bomber unless they are present, but keep your focus on ground units. I feel this is basically a B-17 with cannons, so it's probably the best analogy that I have out there to give you guys. And when I mean it's a B-17 with cannon, it kind of carries the firepower so you can hit targets really fast with this thing. Like, what I like doing in this match, I was communicating back and forth with some B-17 pilots, and I would go around and I would hit all the light pillboxes as fast as I could. And then I'd have the B-17 pilots fly around and hit the heavy pillboxes, just the regular ones. The ones that would take a few more shots for me to destroy. So it really kept the momentum going, and we ended up sweeping 3 games for just ground victories, and it was pretty intense. So if you guys work with heavy bombers to take down the heavier targets, then that fighter-bomber combination can really keep the momentum going, and you can sweep games really easy like that. You can get to the targets faster than, say, the heavier bombers can. This thing also carries 72 rounds of cannon ammo, and you divide that by 2 since it fires 2 per shot, and that comes out to around 36 shots total. And there's usually around 30 main objective targets to hit. A lot of those are usually targets that this Tempest can take down, so if you can just get the heavier bombers, like I said, to hit the targets, then you can have a real good game going, and you can really rack in the RP line. Now, you're also probably wondering, why would I use this plane over another plane to use for ground strike? Now, the reason why I would use this plane instead of any other plane is because when you're using a plane that doesn't have cannon rounds, let's just, for example, if you're shooting a target, then it's going to take more ammunition than just, say, a single shot from this thing. You know, this thing, you just fly up to a target like I'm doing, and you just nail it. That's it. It's done. You get out of the way and go to the next target. It's fast and simple. You aren't sitting there and you aren't homing in on this one target, just hitting it constantly. You just boom, you're done. Next target. Boom, you're done. Next target. So that's why I would choose this plane over another one. It just decimates the target a lot faster than a normal plane would. Now, Kaz Lars, the person who wanted me to do this video, wanted precise tips because he's getting ready to purchase this plane. Now, the tips that I can give you is basically use this plane for ground strike. If you have the chance to shoot down a bomber, it will decimate the bomber pretty damn fast. But just try not to get this thing into a dogfight. The maneuverability isn't the best. Just use common sense for this thing, basically. Just imagine a B-17 with cannons. That's basically what I can give you. This thing's speed isn't the best, though. When you're flying ground level, like the German 262 pilot said, these things are pretty damn fast at minimum to really low levels. So watch your speed. Just make sure that you don't get yourself into a situation you can't get out of. And mainly work with the bombers in the game. This is a really nice plane to work with bombers. It really can have bomber pilots, B-17 pilots, B-24 pilots, and other pilots for other nations. It can really help them in the long run. It can help them with targets that would be too easy for them to hit, and that they wouldn't need to use their ammunition on, like use their bombs on. So that's basically all I can give you for this plane. It's a really odd plane. I really enjoyed flying it. and it was pretty nice. But I hope this was enough information for you, Kaz. I hope I got some information across to you. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you enjoyed the Tempest Mk V with the two 47mm cannons. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Brandon, and as always, have a nice day.